Hello everyone, welcome back to the Scroll Ensemble Classical Music Improvisation channel. I'm Robert. In this short video, I wanted to talk about the idea of composing a specific piece to teach improvisation. I'm looking at my own piece Dumuzid, which I composed for a summer course a few years back and I've just recorded on my other channel. The theme that year was pastoral, and when I was researching this topic, I came across Dumuzid, possibly the earliest shepherd god to have been described, also linked with a flute. Obviously, no music directly linked to ancient Sumeria exists anymore, so I hesitantly decided to try and write something. I then thought I should link that to this lingering idea I had of teaching contemporary music and ensemble improvisation generally through a simple framework that is at the same time fun to work with, sort of sounds nice, hopefully, and at the same time reaches those pedagogical goals. And Dumuzid was the result. Inspired by his often rather sad melodies, I wrote a relatively sad melody for Dumuzid as the backbone of the composition. This melody consists of several phrases which can be played in any order. Similarly, I have written a sort of ingredient list of accompaniments. Each accompaniment is a germ for further improvisation, but could also work in its most simple, written form. So the music is basically there, and at its most basic form, the piece invites you to take the shapes and put them together in an improvised ensemble mosaic. It inspires the players to think about how to start and end a piece, how do phrases relate. You can even pick just 3 ideas and focus on small-scale experiments with the form of the piece. Evaluate in the group how different intentions and musical elements influence the form of the piece. And this immediately links to the next topic, the awareness of other players. Only one person should ideally be playing the melody at a time. And how do you navigate an ensemble where everyone might want to play, or vice versa because of this? Maybe nobody dares to play at all. As teachers, we can help with this. But it's also very interesting to just pose the question and look at how the group deals with this. The other side of the coin are the accompaniment possibilities. Here we have to be aware of who is the soloist and what they want to do with the music. Do we want to go with them or maybe not? Are they playing softly? Then probably we should too, or very consciously contradict that. There are too many people playing at the same time and drowning out the solo, then you could join the melody. But when you're joining the melody, how do you play in such a way that you're together improvising the timing of this melody? And perhaps people are all doing the same kind of thing or the same kind of rhythm or sound, color or dynamic. How can you change that if you feel like the music thirsts for that? Each accompaniment focuses on a particular contemporary technique, like singing and playing, singing solo, multiphonics. And they often consist of simply 3 notes with a little assignment, so it can be repeated or elongated as much as the musicians might want, or the music might feel necessary for. So this way we can focus on one technique at a time, perhaps even per session, really getting to know it and its effect on the rest of the music, and experimenting really with how different it can sound, as often somehow when we get to know these contemporary techniques there's one block way that we do it, but there's often so many nuances to learn. Many living colleagues, but also stories from improvisation colleagues from the past, attest to the theatricality of improvisation in classical music. And this is especially the case in contemporary music improvisation, where some forms invite players and even the audience to move onto the stage in correlation with the music, or to share text or stories or something of themselves. But even in earlier styles, there is a sense of theatricality when you're asking for a theme and dealing with the audience's responses. In my piece, several theatrical aspects can be explored, ranging from simple textual sound effects to straight storytelling, movement on stage, and staging. I'm curious to know whether you have come across other pieces like this, how you experience them, and what your thoughts are generally on this kind of pedagogical material for improvisation. If you want to listen to a version of the piece, you can do that through here and also in the links in the description, where you can also find a link to my shop to get the piece should you be interested. If you liked the video, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and see you soon.